Hi, lovelies. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarah Martucci. I'm a psychic medium, certified crystal healer, paranormal investigator, jewelry maker, and designer. I don't know why I said it like that, but I do a little bit of everything. If it's weird, strange, has occult ties or spiritual underpinnings, here for it. Shimmy all the way to the bank. Straight up. Fucking love that shit. And guys, this is the free weekly reading. This is where I pull through piles of cards. You pick any and all that you're drawn towards. I then interpret those piles. And traditionally, I have started with a little something I like to call Astro fuckery. But I don't know if you guys have been digging it. So I think I'm just going to cut it out this week, see if anybody notices. I just get straight to the piles. I think that's kind of what you guys are here for. So see me to the next screen. I'm going to line up the three piles. Again, pick any and all that you're drawn towards. And then I'll interpret those piles right after. Also, too, if you're wondering what my shirt says, it says, "Don't be a cunt." So the weekly message, don't be a cunt. All right, see you guys on the next screen. All right, and if you got card pile number one, here's your beautiful cards. Your first one is the Queen of Cups. Second card is the High Priestess. And your third card is the World. We also have two major arcana cards in there. Talk about major change, major evolution, major movement forward. So, guys, I want to say this week is going to be a fucking hefty-ass week for whoever pulled card pile number one. Now, listen, the Queen of Cups is a deeply intuitive, loving, like the kind of like ultimate mother kind of feeling here with this queen. Look, everything she does from her heart. Whether that's taking care of her family, whether that's being with, the love of her life, whether that's everything that she pours into all the work that she does. Now, with water element here, a lot of times that can make, people spacey, take forever in order to do something and get up like the courage and or the ability to like get up and like do something important here. But this queen is not like this. If you guys notice in the card, she's pouring all that water into a bucket of lavender that's right in front of her. So not only is there like a protective stance to this woman this week, but there's also this feeling of like groundedness about her. Now, coupled with the High Priestess in the World, this could mean a couple different things. First, I want to say this could be talking about you this week. And this is about getting back into your heart center and trusting your fucking intuition. Do you realize how strong and powerful your intuition is? Step into your power. And I think with the World kind of coupled with this, it's really asking you, like, you get to come into your own. You get to both feel things and trust your intuition and like live your best life. Cutting yourself off emotionally, not trusting your intuition has cut you off from everything. Can you not see that? So I do feel like there's at least on one side of this, there's a call this week to get back to your heart, to get back to your intuition, to trust yourself. And where it feels like you're being led or what you've got to do, whatever the fuck this is here for you. Now, traditionally, the Queen of Cups usually talks about love relationships. So this is about a love relationship for you. Trust what you're feeling, what you're picking up. You're absolutely fucking right. And expect a beautiful kind of follow-up here with the World. You're getting everything in your heart this week that you're hoping and longing for. So don't be afraid to feel. Don't be afraid to keep filling your bucket. And there's something here about like your heart and all that love and all the emotions I have pouring into that lavender, pouring into that protection. Your love is your protection. So don't be afraid to be vulnerable this week, to trust your intuition when it's telling you we're getting led to something, some beautiful conclusion where everything gets wrapped up, or everything in our heart and our intuition that's been telling us something has been coming. You're fucking right. Here the fuck it comes. Another interpretation of this could be an important female that shows up on the scene here that helps you to fucking trust yourself. Whether this be another psychic medium, maybe a mother figure, because traditionally the High Priestess talks about a psychic medium, or a woman here with vast amount of spiritual knowledge, whether known or learned, just internally known or just learned out in the world. So maybe a lot of times both. And so this important female figure comes up this week, really helping you to figure out and help you get back to good, help you to trust yourself. Oh, it's almost like we're looking up to this person and seeing like, look, if she can do it, I can fucking do it. And then it's almost like the world is at our fingertips. The world is yours. There's some key here this week with an important female figure, or if this is about you, getting back to the heart space, trusting my intuition, and watching as everything that I've been hoping and praying for, everything that intuitively I've been picking up, shows up for me. This is triumph, this is victory, this is closure, but in the best way possible. And a brand new cycle is about to begin, one that's fruitful and feels good. We've got all the answers that we need, we got all our resources, literally everything that we need is now at our fingertips. What do you now want to do with everything with everything that you know. I think that's beautiful. Fuck yeah, card pile number 1. All right, and if you guys pick card pile number 2, here's your beautiful cards. Your first one is the Three of Swords. Your second card is the Page of Cups. And your final card is the Three of Wands. So let's talk about it. So right off the bat, I noticed the 2 threes here. So I want to say there might be a reference here back to the month of March, around the 3rd of a month. The number 3 is playing an important part for card pile number 2, interestingly enough. But with that being said, guys, the Three of Swords is a fucked up, shitty fucking card. Okay? Three of Swords fucking suck. Look at that guy. He's hurting so bad he's holding his ribs. None of that's good. None of it's good. So there's a feeling lately that we've been feeling down in the dumps. Like, this is misery. This is pain. Maybe just it feels like the world keeps throwing punches our way. When it rains, it pours. Or third time's a fucking charm, right? Like, everything comes in threes kind of bullshit. So it's just feeling like, you know, lately I've just been getting my ass handed to me. And I can't seem to get up. Maybe you don't have the energy. Maybe you don't feel like you have the time. Maybe you don't feel like you have the support. But I want to say with swords here, this is really going to talk about our mental space. Now, traditionally with the Three of Swords, it's usually a heart pierced by 3 swords. So this can even talk about just like my head and my heart space. Emotionally and mentally, I am fucking toast. I got nothing left to give. Well, hold on to your nippy noops. Because with the Page of Cups showing up this week, this really talks about like a surprise message coming through. Traditionally, the Page of Cups usually talks about love coming through, or like a surprise message of love. Now, this could talk about like real love relationships. This can talk about like friendships, family. This can even talk about business contracts. Whatever it is here that we've got a love for. Maybe we felt like we lost previously. With the Three of Swords, there's a surprise message of love coming through, and it's like, hey, wait a second, maybe it wasn't lost. Maybe even too mentally where we have been has us unable to see the good that's right in front of us. And so this surprise message coming through really kind of takes us literally by surprise this week in terms of like what we think we're capable of, maybe what we thought what was possible, maybe what we even thought around the current situation that we're having such a difficult time with. So just know, I feel like also too, coupled with the Three of Wands, there's a reference here around grand foresight, grand effort, really just putting like all of our energy and everything we've got into whatever the fuck it is that we're going towards here. So I feel like this week, hold on tight. If things have been really fucking hard and difficult, did everyone in the world pick card pile number 2? Including myself. Like, if things have been really difficult, just please hold on, because there's something coming through this week that's going to remind you that maybe where you were mentally wasn't correct. Maybe we didn't see something. Maybe this is also with swords. This is going to talk about mental space and communication. Maybe there's been a lack of communication, no communication, or we haven't gotten the information that we need, or maybe even the information that we got fucked our shit up, but maybe we interpreted it wrong. So with that again being said, just hold on tight with the Page of Cups. The surprise message comes through, letting us know that we have every reason to hold on to hope, and that what we were going for maybe not be as bad as what we thought it was. Maybe again, some other piece of information comes through, helps us to get to this Three of Wands, which is like, okay, now I can see it with that foresight. Now I know I got to put grand effort into this in order to get it done or to go towards this. Ain't nobody stopping me now. There's 3 people in a row, all with those wands there. Those torches. So it's almost like I just think it's so interesting visually, going from the 3 swords coming down to the 3 swords, or to the 3 wands going up. So I just, this week, hold on tight. Everything is literally going to turn around, and it's on a dime. So just know we don't have all the information yet. Whatever we're in pain about, calm the fuck down. Calm your tits. Okay? Calm your fucking tits. Everything's going to work out here. And again, that piece of information is going to come through, remind us that not everything is what we think that it is, and that it's going to give us the energy, the oomph, the fire, the willpower in order to take action and to move forward this week. Fucking right, card pile number 2. And finally, if you guys pick card pile number 3, here are your beautiful cards. Your first one is the Nine of Wands. Second card is a major arcana card, talking about major change, major evolution, major movement forward. You got death. Just hold on, I know. And the final card you got is the Ace of Swords. Let's fucking talk about it. Now, this card combination kind of makes me feel right off the bat with the Nine of Wands. This is like, we're coming to the end of a cycle here, and there's like one more fight. This card always makes me feel like in it to win it. Like, but also this card can talk about absolute fatigue. Fucking fatigue. We're exhausted. We have been trying to reach towards something here, putting all our effort and time and everything into it, and we're just exhausted. Now, coupled with the death card here, this says to me we're going to have to let go of something that we've been going towards for a long time now. And I feel like that's maybe devastating for a couple people. Like, listen, guys, death card, like, even though it traditionally, it doesn't usually talk about somebody actually dying, but with the death card here, it's still not an easy card. To let go of something, whether that be an ego death or something that we've been working towards for forever, something that we thought was, you know, sure, or that we weren't going to give up, can't stop, won't stop, to let it go almost feels like against our nature, I think, if we picked card pile number 3. But there's something here we need to let go of, and that's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard. And especially if we've been going for it with the Nine of Wands here, like, we've really been fucking dedicated to this thing. So to let this go just feels like it's almost unnatural. It's not right. But I feel like a lot of, can we say the same thing about death? Even though it's the most natural thing in the world, it also feels unnatural when it happens. In our minds, we believe our people will always be here. You know, or our animals will always be here. Death is never fucking easy. But on the flip side of that, death is a rebirth here. And my God, is it a rebirth it is. If we're able to let go and to put to rest whatever it is that we've been working so hard towards, but it's literally exhausting the shit out of us. Here's a good thing. If whatever we've been working towards and we keep going towards it and it does nothing but exhaust us and there's been no output from it, like, no matter what the fuck we put into it, it has not changed, or it's been doing nothing but exhausting us, we have to let it go this week. Let it the fuck go. Let it die. Let it die. Sometimes maybe we don't pick up the message that it's not for us. Maybe this is about wrong timing. So I think it's interesting with the death card transitioning in between the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Swords. This really says to me, let go of whatever the fuck we've been working so hard towards. Or maybe even just letting go of our grip on it, okay? So even at the very least, let go of your grip on it. Let it the fuck go, especially if it's just exhausting you. That's not the way this is supposed to work. Okay, so with that being said, let it go this week and we get a rebirth into the Ace of Swords, which is literally a rebirth of the mental space. Information coming in, planting something here, starting something new, going after something new with this new information, a new mind frame, sharp focus, clear perception. Maybe there's something here about like letting go of something that we've been working towards for so long and so hard towards it, but it just hasn't been working out. Letting it the fuck go, doing that and letting go of our control of it actually lets our brain say, oh, hey, beep, boop, bop. Here's a little pathway through, you dumb bubblegum. We got this. You know, if only you had just given in a little bit earlier. But again, if we pick card pile number 3, maybe we're the can't stop, won't stop crew, you know? When we go towards something, we're like a dog with a bone. We're not going to let it go. Well, this week, card pile number 3, let it the fuck go. Because you finally find the answer, the leeway, the rebirth, the open doorway here, the perception that we need in order to finally fucking move forward. So, we've been harping on something for a while. Let it the fuck go. This could be as simple as we're trying to find a resolution to something. It's not coming through. I'm exhausted. Nothing I've tried has worked. Go do something different. And in the midst of you doing something different, the idea pops right the fuck through. Do you know what I'm saying? This could be as hard as like literally letting go of someone or a situation or a creative project or whatever the fuck this is. Let it the fuck go. It's not going to be easy. Death is never fucking easy. But I think whenever we work consciously with it and we say, okay, we're ready to let this go. I'm ready for that new perception, that new idea, that new whatever it is here that I need. And especially around refreshing the mental space so that we can either get back in the game and try something new, maybe pay more attention to the timing and pick a better time around what's going on with this. And or maybe like this gives us the final ability to speak on what's actually going or happening around us so that, again, we can communicate what our needs are and we can start a brand new cycle that actually makes sense and it gives us what the fuck we need, which is clarity. Cool. All right. I hope to God any of that made sense. You guys, thank you for the ability to come here and to do this work, to do what I love to do. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Middle fingers for no, caw for yes. Let a fucking sister know. I love you guys, and I hope you liked the different free weekly reading. Let me know if it resonated, if you liked your card pile, and or you like this new kind of setup we got going on. All right, guys, I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.